Okay, this tutorial is just a quick case study on changing out an image on a client registration page. So what we've got is an existing registration page for a client, and down at the bottom here they've got a Sharing Plow logo, and they've just sent us a different one that's got a red component to it versus the all black one here. So I've already saved the logo to my computer. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the EMS, and I'm already logged into the client account. I'm going to go to Tools, I'm going to go to Images, and first what I'm going to do is just show you that we've got a couple images, and the one that's being used is this image here. So I could delete this and replace it under the same names and stuff, but what I'm going to do is just go ahead and keep that image just in case we need it. And I'm going to add a new image. So I click on Add New Image. I'm first going to go browse to the location. And the one that I just got from them is this logo here called 2008-611 logo JPEG. So that's the new one that we got. And what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and click on that and hit open. And that identifies that as the logo that it's going to actually add to our image library. So then what I'm going to do is just name this logo, and let's call this Sharing Plow Red, because I happen to know that the key element is the red element that they want to do. I'm going to hit this to be public just to make sure it's available to anybody else that may have an ID in the Fusion MD network account, and I can mark it as complete just to be complete in our setup process. So what I'm going to do is click Add Image, and it's actually uploaded it, and you can actually see it here. And if I click on this name here, it'll actually show me the image, and I can see, okay, this is the Sharing Plow with the red image. So I'm going to close that. Click Home, just because I know the event I want to deal with is on the home page here. And now I'm going to click on the Edit button for edit of the event. Now if I go back, we can see that this logo is actually on the bottom of the registration form. So what I need to do is I need to go to the registration form, because that is where that logo is actually going to tell me how to fix it. And if I go to the registration form, I can scroll down, and if you remember in one of the other sessions, what we talked about is the footer text is what designates the information at the bottom of the page. Now what I can tell immediately by looking at this is that what is being put at the bottom of the page is actually being controlled by the tag sponsor description. Well, sponsor description is a standard tag that we can use, and it allows customization at each event level. So the sponsor description is actually controlled here on the event description tab. So I go here, and I'm going to scroll down till I get to the sponsor description area, and I can see it here. So here's the actual information that's displaying a tag, and in this case I'm actually going to go ahead and use the HTML editor, and what you can see is here's the old logo. So what I'm going to do is just place my cursor to the left of that logo. I'm going to click on the image library element here, and I'm going to come and I'm going to grab that last image that I have just brought in, which was this one here. If you remember the name of it, it was 2086, and I could click here to actually view it again. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and just click on the insert button, and it brings me back to the display, and you can now see, okay, that's the logo that I want. Now, I don't need this one anymore, so I'm just going to highlight it and click the delete button, and now I've got the new image there. I'm going to click on update and close. And one of the things to always remember anytime changing any of the text elements of your published event is to hit save and continue. And now I'm going to switch back over to my registration page, and you'll see it's still the old one, but if I hit refresh, voila, we've got the new logo and everything is up and running. Thanks again for listening to our tutorials.